I'm gonna try this dude.
Thursday night baseball on tap from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend, and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Two of the game's premier first basemen, Goldschmidt and Rizzo, lead their teams next. Ruby De La Rosa gets the start for Arizona in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, last year he had an ERA over 4. For a starting pitcher, that's a bit high. Looking to have a better year this season.
Into the box is leadoff man Jason Hayward, and we are ready for baseball.
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
First of 4 here to start the weekend as the game's first pitch is taken, and it's strike 1. EK, you take a look at this Diamondback ball club as they begin play here tonight. It's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
And they come into this one fresh off a 3-game sweep to start the homestand, so they'll be looking to keep their winning ways going here.
De La Rosa gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest.
And that's one of the questions we'll ask as this night goes on. Can he wind up putting guys away with that fastball? You know, I think he gave a pretty clear indication, one batter into the ball game, that he brought his good stuff with him tonight.
Striding into the box, Chris Bryant. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Well, the Diamondbacks going with their throwback jerseys here with the teal and purple mixed in. And I will be the first to say I do not miss these one bit. Hit on the ground to short. Segura has it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the seats. 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Yeah, Rusty Valentine. What a great name. Besides that, he's known for being pretty spot on when it comes to calling pitches on the corners. If he misses one, it's usually up or down.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, he was hoping for a quick 1-2-3 to start the night. Now he's going to have a little work to do with a runner on and a dangerous cleanup hitter coming up.
Kyle Schwarber will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
That evens it up 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
So much better than last
One
year.
left for the Cubs. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. John, the series opener. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he was very effective last year. As a starting pitcher, he had an ERA under 3. When you do that, you're keeping your ball club in the game, giving them a chance to win every time out.
A.J. Pollock comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks, center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
And taking it out there for the first out.
Sometimes when you're throwing 95 miles an hour, you can make a mistake and get away with it. Here, he just can't get on top of this one and winds up popping it up.
Gene Segura will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
The windup and the 0-1. Hot shot to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first gets him, and Lackey looks to be in control here. There are 2 away.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in now. He homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Hard liner toward short, but this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. After 1, no score. Ben Zobrist will lead things off here, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Batting 6, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Settling in now, Addison Russell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. De La Rosa's ready. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
No score here as we play inning number 2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Well, that's just some indecision there on 3-2. He's thinking, should I swing? You could just see him try and hold up, but by that point, he'd already broken the plane. That's an easy call.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Hit hard to short. There's Segura. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. David Peralta strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Fielder, David Peralta.
Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Fowler on the run. 1 away.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Jake Lamb steps into the box. Out in front of it, strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Yasmani Tomas takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. There's the cut fastball, but it's low. 1-0. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And again a throw, and the runner back. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Runner goes for second. Grounded down the third baseline. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
I'm not too sure whether that was a designed hit and run or not. He may have just been going on his own. By running, he does stay out of the double play.
Wellington Castillo will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. And Lackey jumps ahead of him here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
And, oh, look out, as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready on 1-2. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Montero gathers. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We'll be right back at Chase Field in just a moment. John Lackey is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
The pitcher, number 41, John Lackey.
De La Rosa into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, these are just extra pitches adding to your pitch count. I don't see why you wouldn't just go right after him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and there are some times where you'd characterize a pitch as a sweeping slider, but this one does not fall into that category. I mean, this is a nasty little break at the end. Tough to do anything with that.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero.
Nope.
Lays off 1-0.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That guy with 2 strikes. Third inning, no score to this point. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Swing and a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Pulled toward right center field. Pollock has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Phil Gosselin digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Phil Gosselin.
First offering on its way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
It's way too low to be swinging, man. Let's take a below the knees.
And he falls behind 0-2. Hit to third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting ninth.
Thursday night baseball for you here on the show. Happy to have you along as you take a look at our upcoming schedule for the weekend and even into the early part of next week. Ruby De La Rosa will get his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Yeah, both these 2 starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
Into the box, A.J. Pollock. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it,
I'm just
Hayward
popping balls like crazy.
makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. Still 0-0. Chris Bryant is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. De La Rosa sets his sights. Coming at him with the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There now is Pollock, and he's got it for the first out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. He reached on a single in his first try.
And fellas, that's still their only hit in the game so far. They've been pretty well shut down.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Well, you know, Anthony Rizzo was an all-star in 2014, but he really exploded on the scene in 2015, where he was named to the National League All-Star team again, and he competed in the Home Run Derby as well.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced, or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gosselin scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Ben Zobrist stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
2 out, nobody on. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Liner toward right center. Pollock is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Gene Segura will start things off for the Diamondbacks, with Paul Goldschmidt set to follow next.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Big John wanted that one. That looked pretty good.
ripped down the first base line. Rizzo is there, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
David Peralta will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
But I'm telling you, it's these jerseys.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail this one 1-0. Addison Russell heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Addison Russell.
First pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike.
Been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Center fielder Dexter Fowler.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dexter Fowler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. No one out with a runner at second. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Just foul. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
Stepping in now, John Lackey, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. Two and oh now.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
3-0 now.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, definitely taken there. May very well take another.
De La Rosa pauses. Here's the 3-1. 3-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3-2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping a hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time. He winds up losing him.
Miguel Montero in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
Jason Hayward digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And that misses, ball 1.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
One run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Daniel Hudson is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Hudson.
Jason Hayward will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. High in the air out to center field. On the move is Pollock. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand a couple, but they're on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, Jake Lamb, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Squared that one up just a little late. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And that right there, that's why these guys only have 1 hit. He's had them chasing at shadows this entire ball game.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Drilled to the right side. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Yusmani Tomas stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Into the windup and the pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's wide, 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Hayward on the move. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
And you start to wonder if anyone's going to get on base against him again. That's 10 straight now. He's retired.
Now in the box, Wellington Castillo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Oh no, that screaming comebacker nailed him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Jeez, how's he doing after that shot?
And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took, as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game, and from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Phil Gosselin stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Daniel Hudson stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Surprised that there's no pinch hitter here?
Shocked is more the word for me. You're losing, but you're letting a reliever hit. I just don't get it.
A shot down the first baseline. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They still trail 1-0. Chris Bryant will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Chris Bryant.
He's set. Here it comes. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that four-seamer right by the guy.
Anthony Rizzo will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
2.
Count 1-2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2.
And even 3-2, I don't know if you want to challenge him here. Better to put him on than to give up a solo home run.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in.
Just keeping an eye on him.
1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pollock on the run. He gets to it, and oh, he botched it. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, and that play was just an absolute mess. I mean, if you want to see a manager lose his mind, try letting a guy score from first on an error. And that's an absolute gift of a run there.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Runners on first with one down. 1-1. Runners off for second. Chop foul right at home plate. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We'll come right back with more from Chase Field following this. A.J. Pollock will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. And he takes ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Schwarber moves over. And that's the first out of the inning.
You take a look there at the line from our starter. I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Gene Segura will stand in again. Couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. One out, nobody on. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward giving chase. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight. And, you know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
So 2 away for the D-backs here in the 6th. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Lackey gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Smoke toward third. Bryant's got it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Well, everything looked okay here on the pickup and transfer, but then you see him just fire this thing straight into the box seats down there. That's going to be scored in E5 and a lucky souvenir baseball for one of the fans.
David Peralta will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
First pitch on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Ready to deliver the 1-2 to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Addison Russell will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
From the stretch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Not too happy about that decision down there at first base. We're going to check it out again here on show motion. Boy, that is a tight call. You know, one way or another, someone wasn't going to be happy about that.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Pollock giving chase. 2 down.
Pitcher number 41, John Lackey.
John Lackey stands in. Reached on a walk in his last trip. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Jake Lamb. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced. But look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
And there's ball 1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Lackey's ready with the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Fowler at the track. A leap, and he's got it. Impressive play for the first out.
Well, this is really well done out there. I can't tell you how many times I've seen guys range back to the wall and then mistime that jump, but He tracks this all the way and winds up making a super catch.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Boy, and if anything, he's looking stronger than ever here in this 7th inning.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing those first two pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their little game now. Two tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and the count now 2-2.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Now batting.
And that's a big double right there, down by 2, but more importantly, that's going to get the tying run to the plate. So we're going to see how they want to handle this defensively now with the open base.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike one. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Runner on second base. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. And oh, look out! Up and in and nearly took his head off.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with fastball.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Cubs lead it 2-0. Miguel Montero comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
Bounced weakly near the plate. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
1-2.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Jason Hayward will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. The 0-2 home. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters. Make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Rolled foul off to the left, so he stays alive. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Phil Gosselin digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Lifted in the air to center field. Fowler has a read on it. 1 out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Peter O'Brien will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Peter O'Brien.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there we go.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for route number 2.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
A.J. Pollock will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Lackey looks in. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball one. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this will get to the wall out near the pool area. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
Gene Segura will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Oof.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around. And that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here's a high pop-up. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over.
Right.
Danger averted following the 2-out double. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Anthony Rizzo gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
This guy's a catcher, so
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Drilled right back up the middle, and there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
His perfect night continues. He's been on base all 4 times, and he's on again here with a solid single.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. That's by him for strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Snap throw from the catcher. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. To 2-2 now.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. And another foul ball. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Segura gets down on the ground. Great play. On to first, and they get the double play.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
This will be a good look here in show motion. Even in super slow-mo, I think we all know what's running through his mind right here. He knows he's going to get leveled, and this is something right out of a gymnastics class. That one had to hurt.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
O'Brien.
Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They're up 2-0.
Yeah, she got it. Pretty good. But he's a catcher, so I mean, at least.
Paul Goldschmidt will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Lackey steps into the windup. First pitch on the way. And a ball 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit out towards second. Zobrist is there. On to first, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
Number 6, David Peralta.
These guys continue to put up very little resistance out there. He's on his way towards a 5-hit shutout.
David Peralta will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
And here's a called strike at the knees.
Like
Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Zobrist is able to get there. The flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
This has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there.
Bad game.
Kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Jake Lamb will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
Inside and low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-pitch strikeout to Jim the tough. He said how well he was throwing, how he was winning.
In the air, down the left field line and deep. He'll take the turn and head for second. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
That's the way you like to see your guys attack the baseball. The pitch is away, so he goes the other way. And this ball winds up hopping over the wall for a ground rule double.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Yasmani Tomas. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden.
Yeah, I knew they
And
were
it appears we're going to have a pitching change as that'll end the night for John Lackey. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Hector Rondon is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Rondon.
Wellington Castillo comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
Yeah, a couple of close pitches there on the inside part of the plate. I don't think he could have done much with either one of those.
A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
That's about as economical a save as you're ever going to find. He only threw 4 pitches, but they're enough to get the job done.
This one definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around game for him here. You'll see on the line score, 4 hits, including that big home run. You'd have to say he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
Join me, Nancy Lieberman, for the Baylor Jack and Jane Hamilton Heart and Vascular Hospital and the Heart Hospital Baylor Plano Green Ball, presented by World Ventures. Be a part of our charity that helps the lives of children. April 14th at the Omni Dallas. Some of the great celebrities here in Dallas will join us in helping give kids a great start.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 2-1. Good night from Phoenix.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs.
To left center field, out of the reach of Mike Trout, his first home run of the year, and that is what Cole Hamels has had to deal with. Leading 2-1, Cole Hamels has turned it up a couple of times. 4 strikeouts so far for Cole, and his 4 hits and the 1 first inning run is all. In the 7th, it'll be the bottom third of the Ranger order. Elvis Andrus, Ryan Rua, Brian Holiday. Elvis tonight, a single and a fly ball to right field. Aaron Richards, 86 seventh pitch of the night. Fastball for strike
Okay,
one.
guys, I'm gonna call it a stream. I'll see y'all on Monday. Stay tuned for that ps4 giveaway.
CJ Crone into the photographer well. And Elvis is going to be safely aboard at second base. Now, there's something you don't see every day. Nope, he fielded it easily, had a simple play at first, and watched it over the first baseman's head. Thank you very much.